Hello,
I'm
Kendra.
disappointed.
And what
You lied to me.
about?
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. Well, before I go to the obvious, let's start with the school. So we asked you, what grade did you said you didn't go to high school, you did 10th grade, then you said 9th grade, you never did no college, but your profile says you got a master's degree. So which one is the lie? How old are you?
79.
You're not 79.
June 26, 1945.
You're 79?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't believe it. You look way younger.
I've been featured on a lot of different blogs and other social media platforms for being a handsome older black male.
You're gonna be 80 this year?
Yes, ma'am.
What? They want to know, what year did you graduate high school?
I never graduated from high school.
You graduate from college?
Nope. I was in the
Did
streets.
you ever go to high school?
I was in the streets for a very long time.
So you never went to high school?
Nah. I did 9th grade. I'm sorry. So I never graduated.
What year was that?
I'm not sure. That was so long ago. You want me to go back to my childhood? And I'm 79.
We just want to verify your age with some type of things that we can all pinpoint. So now you ain't never go to college or high school.
No,
so we can't pinpoint that year. How you never went to college, but you got master's degree on the Kendra G Singles dating app. So which one is the lie?
I lied in the profile.
So now we know you a liar.
I lied about
that's what a liar does. A liar lies.
Kendra.
Well, hold on, pause. No. Because I talked to your ass for 20 minutes. And then everybody been sending me your TikToks and telling me you've been lying about your age for a while. So why'd you lie to my face? So you lied about having a master's degree.
Can I speak now?
I pause.
Okay. The reason why is because I'm embarrassed. You know, who wants to put in a profile? Yeah, I dropped out of high school. Be for real. Who's going to put that in their profile? No one in here is going to put in their profile, I dropped out of high school. I didn't get past the 9th grade. Who's going to put that? Be for real. Would you?
Well, first of all,
would you
said it on a show.
I'm asking you a question.
On the show.
I'm asking you a question. Would you put that in your profile?
Why didn't you lie on the show?
Say that again.
Why? Because the thing is, I can't give you any empathy there because on the live show, you should have continued to lie. But you didn't continue to lie because then we was going to ask you about.
You guys are making assumptions.
Hold on, we both can't talk, so I'm going to give you a chance to respond. So with the way that you just said, because you asked me the question, would I be embarrassed? Yeah, I would be embarrassed. That's why I made sure I graduated from college. But outside of that point, you said to me, you didn't even go to college. So you should have said there, it's the lie should have been live, not on the app. Saying it live to me that you never went to college would be worse if you were trying not to have that shame.
Well, I wasn't expecting to actually get.
You know, liars move a lot in the chairs. You know, when people fidget,
I swing a lot regardless.
And that's because you lie a lot.
No. That's not. What you're not going to do is put out that I'm a liar. Okay, we're not.
Well, no. First of all, we confirmed you're a liar.
You didn't confirm the lie. I saw the recap or whatever.
Well, yeah. So hold on.
You can't go based off of somebody else's personal opinion.
But no. We're not talking about that. That's why I said let's start with the first lie that we can confirm. And the first lie. So I'm not confirming you're a liar. You are confirming yourself that you're a liar because you lied.
About my education.
So, okay, but either way, liar is liar. So you lied. This is not something I'm making up.
Have you ever lied?
Hold on, boo-boo. You call me. I do the interview. And we talking to you right now. This is what liars do. Liars like to deflect.
I'm not deflecting.
So when liars get caught in the corner,
have you ever lied?
I'm gonna show you how men do, ladies, if you don't know. When they want to start, when they don't want the energy to be on them no more, they try to put the energy on you.
You're perfect. You've never lied on anything.
What you not?
You've never lied.
Baby, you know you can't over. Baby, you know that you can't talk over my show. I can hang you up. Do you want to stay on the show? Or do you want to be gone?
That's perfectly fine. But
what do you want to do? No, you can't. How about this? It costs $5,000 to ask me a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you want to continue to ask me questions, it costs $5,000. Do you have $5,000 to ask me a question?
Huh? Are you going to answer the question?
No, I got my cash app ready. $5,000. You can ask me. You can't ask me no
Ask
questions.
you, have you ever lied?
No, you can't ask me a question. It costs $5,000.
Why can't I ask you a question?
No, you called to my show to be interviewed. So that's what happens. I
I
ask
didn't
the
come here to
questions.
be
If
interviewed
you
this
don't
time.
like me,
I
if
came
you
to
don't like
address what y'all
questions,
had
then you don't
said.
call the show.
I didn't come here
So
to
you
be
got the
interviewed.
money to
I
ask
came
me
here
a
to
question
address
or
what y'all
not?
had said.
Do you have the money
It seemed as
to
if
ask me
y'all
a
had a problem
question
with
or
the way I
not, sir?
dressed. That was
The
the
bottom
biggest
line
thing
is
right
you
there.
got caught out in your
I
own
received so
lies.
much
This is
feedback
what
about the way
people
I
do when
dressed
they
that it was an
lie.
issue.
They want to
It was an issue.
overtalk.
It was an issue about the way I dressed. So
We're not talking about your outfit.
no,
We're
that's
talking about you
what
lying.
was said inside the chat. That's the only thing that everybody spoke about was about what I had on.
No, we talked about the facts. You fidgeting so much. That's what
I'm
lies
not
do. They
fidgeting.
can't say.
I rock.
You know they
I'm not
rock. Yeah, I
fidgeting.
know. It's exciting. I
I'm
know.
not fidgeting.
Either way. No. I focus on facts. So here's the deal. I don't know you from a day. I never heard of you until you called my show that you volunteer to come. Hold on, don't overtalk me. We're gonna learn to have respect. So when you talk, I'm gonna be quiet and you're gonna do the same. The fact remains you don't ask me no questions. It costs $5K. Now the Cash App is Kendra G Media. If you want to ask me more questions, if not, I'm gonna continue to host my show the way I do that you volunteered to be on. Now, only thing I can prove that was a lie because I don't know you is the fact about the college education. I asked you directly. You told me you didn't finish high school. You said you went to the 10th grade. I said 10th grade high school. You said, nah, I did 9th grade. I said, oh, you didn't do no college.
So I corrected myself.
Hold on, wait. I'm going to give you a chance to respond, but you got to let me finish everything. So nah, I did 9th grade. I said, oh, you ain't do no college? You said, nope, I ain't do no college. Now, the one thing, let me tell you something about my cousins. I didn't even catch the lie, to be quite honest. But the KBI, which is the Kendra Bureau of Investigation, said, well, Kendra, how he got a master's degree on the profile if he never went to college? So that was the confirmation of you being a liar. So we set that tone from the jump.
Can I speak now?
Go ahead and say some more lies.
So you're telling me that everybody's profile is
we're not talking about. We're talking about
everybody's profile.
Hold on. We're not talking about. Listen, you're not going to do the judge. We're talking about you. No. We're only talking about you.
I can speak when you were done.
No, but you can only talk about yourself because it's a me and you conversation. You can't talk about everybody else. You're talking about you.
Me.
So you just brought in other people. Speak about yourself only. So what you want to say about yourself only?
I just told you. I told you.
What did you say?
The reason why I did. Did I not? I said
okay, so the reason why we revisit that is because you said what I'm not going to do is call you a liar. No, it was proven. That's a proven fact. Okay, we passed that. So I'm just calling you by your name. Like
it wasn't proven.
It is proven. You lied. That's a proof. If we weren't in court, right
now, I just spoke on it, and I told you the reason why I did it.
But it doesn't matter. But it's still a lie, though.
What's wrong with saying, you know what? I'm embarrassed that I didn't graduate out of high school.
Okay, listen. You can have your reason.
So I put it in my bio.
Listen, you can have your reason behind it, but the fact still remains you lied. We're not talking about the reason. We're talking about the fact. Okay. And the fact is you lied. Period.
Okay.
So what you want? I mean, you call me. So what you want?
To speak about what we're talking about right now.
Oh, that's why. Is there anything else you want to say?
You know, like I said, I didn't like the fact that everybody is downplaying the way I dress. Like, what's wrong with the way I dress? That was the biggest comments right there. You know, like I older men.
I don't really see a lot of
there's an age restriction on the way a person dressed. That's what y'all pretty much have said. Your boy that was up there sat back there and said something about my glasses. Those were YN glasses. That's what he said. He said that they were YN glasses. I'm from Detroit. That's all we wear here, pretty much, our Cartier glasses. That's what we wear. So
okay, first of all, real quick, your outfit was the least amount of the conversation. The biggest part. Hold on. Let me listen. We have to listen. The biggest part is if you were 79. That's the biggest part of the conversation. And most people do not believe you were 79. Now, yes, hold on. We did a recap show today, and we were talking about your outfit, but it wasn't about your outfit. It was more so about you not having a weapon. It was a joke. He's a comedian. And he talked about older men normally have some type of weapons on them because they got to protect themselves. that obviously is a joke. So if you 79, you would have got that. But the fact of the matter, we're not going to deflect. Your ass ain't 79.
Who
How about that one?
deflected? I'm up here talking to you.
No, you
Deflecting
want to
is
talk about
avoiding everything.
your outfit,
A
all that. Let's
deflection
talk
is
about
avoiding
the
everything.
age.
I'm not deflecting
Well, let's
anything.
go back to the age. Let's talk about the age. Nobody believes you're 79. I don't believe it either anymore. I don't believe you're 79. I don't believe you had a baby at 73. I don't believe you dated a woman at 21 and got her pregnant. I don't believe any of it. It's all a lie. You can continue to be on these internet streets, and you got me. You got me because I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. But the more the interview went on, and maybe you didn't know the popularity of my show, they're gonna unravel your bullshit.
They didn't
And that's
unravel
just what it is.
anything. What they looked
That's
at
just what
was
it
my
is.
profile and seeing that something about college.
What?
Everybody tweets.
Okay, how about this?
Everybody tweets something in their profile. I don't care who you are. On this
what's your
app,
name
in
again?
these comments, somebody's gonna tweet something.
Okay. So real.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Come on now. So you can't sit here and say automatically, "Oh man, you the world's biggest liar" because of a. Because
I didn't say the world's biggest liar. You said that.
Profile.
Okay, how about this? Let's take the master's degree and the outfit off the table. We're gonna talk only about your 79-year-old age.
I don't have to talk about that. How about that?
You don't gotta talk about that no more? You want to talk about that more?
$5,000 to talk about my age.
No, you called me, baby. I didn't call you.
Pay me $5,000 to talk about my age.
Baby, you don't get $5,000. You don't
pay me $5,000, I'll pull my ID out.
Baby, we don't care enough for you to pull your $5,000. You ain't got it like that, boo. Remember, this is my show.
Pay me $5,000, I'll pull out my ID.
This only
my wallet right here.
In my favor.
No, y'all want to know so bad. Pay me $5,000.
Nobody's paying
I will
you
provide my ID right here.
Nobody's paying you $5.
Right there.
Nobody's paying you $5.
I'll show you. Pay me $5,000.
You can't beat me. See, the difference is this.
What do you mean? I'm not trying to beat you. I'm not trying to be you. I have a price too. I have a value too.
Okay, well, you should have got it
I know my value as well.
You should have got it the door because you called me for free.
Okay?
You called me for free and played yourself.
Value as well. So if you want to see this ID, pay me $5,000
I don't have to see your ID.
Huh?
I don't have to see your ID.
Kendra, one thing you're not going to do is
listen, sir, no matter what you say,
don't ever try to boss up on me, Kendra, don't try to boss up on me, okay? Don't do that.
I know you thought you was going to do something right, but you played yourself.
Look, you told me I got to pay you $5,000 to ask you a question.
That's the truth.
So pay me $5,000 to see this ID.
Why would I do that? You called my show.
Because y'all concerned about my age, right? That's what the
You talked about your age.
That's what the
you talked about
my
age, sir.
So pay me $5,000. I will
Nobody
show you my ID.
cares to pay you $5,000.
It's right there.
No one cares.
Right there. How? That's what the conversation has been about. My age. You just said. So how is it no one cares when you just out here saying that's what everybody's talking about?
No one cares enough to pay you $5,000. You can't be me.
$5,000 ask you one
you
question
can't be
no one cares about asking.
Why do men want to be women so much?
Huh?
This is an example of a man trying to be a woman. That's what I say.
Who's trying to be a woman? I'm trying to have a conversation.
Because you're trying to repeat what I said.
But yet you don't want me to be heard. But you don't want me to be heard. No, this is the view of a woman trying to be a man.
How? You call myself. I didn't even call you. If we don't talk, I don't know you. I wasn't hunting you down. What are you talking about? You're a masculine woman. It's fine.
I
know it's fine, sir. You played yourself. Congratulations.
How did I play myself?
Just by being here and acting the way that you're acting.
How am I acting?
Because you got busted in a lie, and you hate that we figured out that you're not 79 years old.
I get busted in a lie because of my college background?
No, because you're not 79 years old.
I speak my profile?
Because you're not 79 years old. That's why you got busted in a lie. And if we went to court, the first thing they would do is say, "Sir, prove your age," and you wouldn't be able to.
Are we in court? Or are we on the social media?
What are you talking about?
You said if we went to court.
Yeah, because the court would have the facts.
Are we on the social media?
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that because you know you can't prove. Because then they'll prove all the lies.
Why? Like I say, you know what? You deflect a lot.
Huh?
You deflect a lot.
What did
like I said, are we in court?
What did I say?
Are we in court or are we on the social media?
We're on social media.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is.
What's that? What was the point we were making?
The point is a person can be whoever they want to on the social media. We're not in court.
So you agree that you can make up
in court? No. What I'm saying here, stating to you is just like you are whoever you are. You're Kendra G. Okay. I'm Uchi the ruler. Okay. I don't have anything to prove to any of you. Like I said, if you want to see this ID, you want me to prove my age, pay me $5,000.
Yeah. Again, something a woman said. You couldn't even be original.
Huh?
You couldn't even be original
with
that.
Stop trying to do that.
I'm not.
You know what? I noticed most of you women that have
Most
these
of my
big platforms,
okay.
that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do.
What do we
Y'all
do?
sit back and try to y'all sit back and try to place a man within some type of feminine energy every time.
I just
yeah,
is it not a fact
you
that
just
okay?
compared me to a woman just now. You just did. You just sat here and tried to compare me to a woman.
Because what I'm saying is you are just saying that because I said that as a woman. It's not an original thought.
No. That's not what it is. If you
Yes,
want to
it
see
is what
this,
it is.
if
You
it's
even
that
said it.
if it's
If
that
we
important,
rewind the
okay,
tape,
you know what? If it's that important, pay me $6,000. Now it ain't the same.
baby, you want to get
Now it ain't the
$6.
same, Kendra. Pay me $6,000. It ain't the same now. You said 5, pay me 6. It ain't the same now.
I just.
I'm not.
Do you even realize how much you're embarrassing yourself, or
no,
you don't? You don't.
I'm not.
Even men. Let me tell you something. Men who give me a hard time.
I don't care, Kendra.
But
I don't care about
men who get.
Kendra.
I think here's the
Understand something.
problem.
I
You're
don't care about.
upset.
I
You're
don't care
upset
about what
because you have
anybody
this
thinks of
narrative.
me, Kendra.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth.
Kendra.
Here's the truth. No.
Here's my truth.
Here's the truth.
I
You're
don't care what
upset that you
anybody
had a
thinks of
narrative
you, okay?
of being 79 years old,
Kendra.
and my show is
Kendra.
exposing it to
Kendra.
be a lie.
Understand this,
And
Kendra.
now
I
you
don't
can't
care
rock
what
with that
I
lie
don't
no
care what
more.
anybody
So this
thinks
is
of
what
me, Kendra.
happens
You
when a
understand
person
that,
is
Kendra?
caught in a
Let me help you
lie.
understand
They
that, Kendra.
act like this. And you had no idea
What
when
do
you
you
came
mean?
onto my show
You've
how
been
much my
you've
reach
been
of my
tempered.
show
You've been
is.
tempered since
And
you've been
now
up
he's
here.
just
So why
upset
can't I?
that he can no
You've been
longer
tempered
further the lie
since
of
I've been up here. So why
79
can't I?
because
So
as
I'm
he
supposed to
says
allow you
that,
to talk to me
people
any
will
type
just
of way,
come to
Kendra.
get my
Kendra.
show
So I'm
and
supposed
they
to
will
allow
get
you to
this
talk to me any type
interview,
of way.
and now he has
As
no other lie to
am
stand
I
on.
supposed to
So what's
allow you to
happening is he's
talk to me
trying to
any type of way,
overtalk me
Kendra?
because he doesn't want me to
Kendra.
get this out. He
Am
doesn't
I
want y'all
supposed to
to hear
allow
what
you to
I'm
talk to
saying.
me any type of
What
way,
we're
Kendra?
seeing is a
Kendra,
meltdown.
am
This is a
I supposed to
meltdown
am
by
I
a
supposed to
man
allow
who cannot continue
Kendra,
on with a lie
Kendra,
that he
I'm
created. And
supposed
he's
to allow
very
you to talk to
upset
me any
that
type of
he
way.
cannot
I'm
carry,
supposed to
he
allow you to
cannot
raise
carry
your
this
voice at
social
me.
media
That's what
lie.
I'm supposed
And
to
he's
do.
going to keep talking over me because he doesn't
You're
want you to
talking
hear
over
the
me.
truth. And what happens is, well, baby, it's my show. I'm not talking over you. You just talking. Nobody, we all know you've been exposed so much. It's like you were grown.
Exposed about what? Age and some college? What are you talking about? What what kind of exposing is that? You act like I'm running around here beating on women. We exposed for beating women. You're talking about a fucking profile on your app. That's what you're talking about. A profile on your app. That's what you're talking about.
Let me
Exposing is, oh, that man, he beats women, he does this, he does that. That's exposing.
So let me give you.
You're talking about
Okay, so can I talk now?
You're talking
Can I
about an age.
Can I talk now?
You're talking about a college background on your app.
Okay. So hear me out. So for you, maybe it's not serious, but for here, it's extremely serious because what happens is you are presenting yourself, and if a woman watches the video and thinks you're truly 79 and believes everything that you say, she reaches out to you off of the things that you say. So that falls into the misleading category. It's actually a very serious thing, whether you know it or not. I have a dating app. So if you come on a show and mislead women to come at you, it's actually very serious.
So I came on here live and told my truth. I didn't graduate from high school. I said it live. I didn't graduate from high school. I said it, but I'm a liar because I put something in the profile. But I said it on live in front of 2,000 people that I did not graduate from high school. But I'm a liar because of that. But I said it on live. Make it make sense, Kendra.
The biggest lie.
Only 56
okay,
people.
How do you listen? How do you ask me to ask a
Only
question and start
56
talking?
people went to my profile.
How do you ask me a question and start talking?
Only 56 people
this
went to my profile.
I feel bad. You are so embarrassing. I feel bad for you. This isn't going to age well. You're going to regret this.
I'm going to.
Absolutely.
Why am I going to regret this?
Because you look like a goofy.
I look like a goofy because of what I put in my profile.
Acting, sir. I feel bad for you.
Kendra, why is it that you're allowed to get loud with me, but I can't get loud with you?
I wasn't even talking loud. I'm not even talking loud.
Why is it okay for you to call me feminine? Why is it okay for you to call me feminine? Why is it okay for you to call me feminine, but I can't be offended by that, and I can't speak my mind? That's the problem right there. You've called me feminine. You've gotten loud with me. What are you talking about?
You didn't get loud with me in this interview?
I defend myself, and I'm a goofy.
Well,
because this is your show.
Okay.
Because this is your show. So I gotta shut my fucking mouth and allow you to call me feminine, and for you to get loud with me because this is your show. I get you.
No, that's
I get you.
not the case. No, I'm
That
going to
is
talk.
the case.
Wait, we can't both
That's
talk. So how is it going to work? When you were talking, I was quiet. You're going to give me the same respect. All I'm doing is calling out factual things. The feminine part where I said men trying to be like a woman is because you came up with the $5,000 question narrative after I said it. So that's a fact. But the biggest fact remains is you came on my show and used my platform and lied to women about your age and probably other things. And that's where you messed up. You cannot come on my platform and make up stories and then get exposed for all the lies. So that's just the beginning and the end. Are we done? Do you have anything else to say, sir?
Kendra.
Do you have, okay, what, yes. What do you want to say, sir?
You have a great night, okay?
I was having a great night. I hope you do the same. Bye.
I certainly will. Okay. Have a blessed one.
All right. Don't lie on my show. If you don't know, we got the KBI, the Kendra Bureau of Investigation. Okay? The Kendra Bureau of Investigation is when they're going to find out, right? They're going to find out. That was sad, actually. I don't think people understand my show and its reach. It happens a lot. I think people think they could just call us up, say whatever, and lie like the truth ain't gonna come out. The one thing these people gonna do, they gonna find the truth. Now, if you watch the first interview, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I really did give him the benefit of the doubt. I let that 79 narrative go. Y'all was cussing me out in the comment section, telling me I'm crazy. Kendra, why you let that? Y'all was cussing me out. I saw a lot of them saying, we can't believe you believed it. But I said, you know what, y'all? I don't know. Now, I will say, I did say this in the interview. How is he older than my daddy? Because my daddy is 77. I think my daddy's like 73. And so that would be kind of crazy. But once we proved that he lied about the college degree, I said, okay. And let me tell you something. One thing I know how people act when they get caught up in lies. They like to deflect. He want to talk about the outfit the whole time. Ain't nobody talking about your outfit, boy. Ain't nobody talking about your outfit. We talking about your age. He didn't want to talk about the age too much. He didn't want to talk about the age too much. And the reason I brought up the court of law, people be trying to be like, oh, I'm going to go. Call the judge. Because the first thing the judge is going to say is, sir, prove everything you said on that lie. And he can't do it. He can't prove it. So the judge will say, sir, get out my office, please. Please. Okay? So I'm tired. I'm really tired of, and it's really been a case with men lately, child. Ladies, I feel bad. God, we need a new batch. It's a new breed of men. It just is. And as he was, I know these breakdowns so well. When they overtalk you, they don't want you to talk. So they just keep talking over you because they feel like what you say, nobody ain't gonna hear. So they just keep talking over you. If they go to a whole different conversation, I'm talking about the college degree and I'm talking about the age. He want to talk about the outfit. Where the outfit come? We're not talking about that. We talking about the college degree and the age. Everybody want to talk. Nobody ain't talking about your outfit, sir. We're not talking about your outfit. And this was a narrative that he has made blogs with. He has, again, I told you I was fooled in the first interview. So now this lie is ended. That lie of him being 79 and growing from it has been exposed. So this is a crash out. They call it crash out. This is a crash out because he's trying to protect the lie as long as he can. The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.